Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. Here's Eddie Frederick.
Welcome to Caribbean Perspective. So glad you can join us. The story that dominates in today's edition for Monday, 2nd June 2025, and brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. Haitian Americans desperate to return home amid violence and travel restrictions. Details after this important message.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all, perils big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
The hurricane season is now upon us, so we as Caribbean people need to remember to think safety and be prepared. Avoid venturing outside during a storm or hurricane, especially if there are strong winds. Rooftops and other debris are often blown about and can cause great damage.
Welcome back. Haitian Americans stranded in the U.S. say they are growing desperate as ongoing violence and shutdown of commercial flights into Port-au-Prince keep them from returning to their home country. CBS Miami has more with Tanya Francois.
On you at 6, it's been several months since a commercial airline has landed in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, leaving many Haitian Americans who want to go to Haiti stranded.
Yeah, affecting so many people here in our community. CBS News Miami's Tanya Francois spoke to some of them who say they are desperate to get back to Haiti, right, Tanya?
That's right. Haiti is still at a level 4 travel warning, but despite the ongoing gang violence and a Spirit Airlines plane being shot, there are many Haitian Americans who say they need to get back.
As soon as the airport is open, and I will go back because they are waiting for me. So I'm more effective in Haiti.
This is hard to say. I may go, they may kill me too, but this is my country.
The Regards are stuck in Miami. Last November, Spirit Airlines plane was shot as it was coming in for a landing. The couple say despite the ongoing violence, the murders, and constant mayhem, their other home is where they want to be.
Life in Haiti is very hard, very tough. There is no life. Their children cannot go to school. They're not safe. There is no hospital. They destroy everything.
And still you want to go back?
Yeah, I want to go. This is my country.
The couple run a church, orphanage, and school. The orphanage has 50 kids in it, the school a few hundred more.
I dedicate my life to stay in Haiti, to minister to the God people in Haiti, and to help mostly children.
The airport in Cap Haitian is open. One airline flies in and out. It sits on the other side of the country from Port-au-Prince. Another man who is also stuck in Miami says the violence is keeping him from going home.
By normal road, it's very dangerous to get Port-au-Prince.
And that's right, the Haitian Americans, they are speaking out now out of desperation and hope. They want the country to stabilize and improvements to come, especially with the Trump administration's plan to end the temporary protected status of 500,000 Haitians. In the studios, Tanya Francois, CBS News, Miami.
No one should be invading your home. The government is moving forward with stand your ground legislation and the granting of firearms to law-abiding citizens, giving them the opportunity to defend themselves, their families, and their properties. Sunil Lala of TTT News gives us this report.
The protection of citizens is the first job of any government. According to Prime Minister Kamala Persad-Bissessar, the nation's leaders failed for the past decade at accomplishing this. She said her government believes that by allowing citizens to stand their ground and acquire legal firearms, it will help to give them a fighting chance against home invasions and improving their overall safety and security. She noted that a committee has been established to look at various stand-your-ground models across the world, in particular, the Florida model.
In the interim, we are just trying to give people the means to defend themselves, to stand their ground, and for a few minutes sometimes it will take until help arrives from the TTPS or otherwise.
The Prime Minister acknowledged the views of some who are against government's plans. However, she said those who want to defend their families should be given the right to do so.
I ask you to just envisage and imagine some criminal beating the life out of your husband or your wife, raping your daughter. What would you do? What would you do? You will have to stand your ground and defend your family.
Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander recreated a possible scenario and the trauma a family may experience when being victims of a home invasion.
Let's imagine there was no light here, and you lie down on your bed comfortable at night. Your family among you, your children, as the case may be, the elderly, and you hear, BRAM! And next thing you know, your doors kick in. And people, you're scrambling out into, who's that, because you answer. And then somebody roots you off the top of your bed, sometimes by your hair, by your legs. Say, lie down on the ground. Where's the money? Where's the jewelry?
Prime Minister Mrs. Prasad Bisesa also explained that national security is too big for any one person. Therefore, its crime-fighting initiative has been reconfigured to comprise of 3 ministries, including the Ministry of Justice, Legal Affairs, and Homeland Security. Sonolala, TTT News.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Barbados and its regional neighbors will benefit significantly from the Caribbean Regional Logistics Hub and Center of Excellence strategically located at the Grantley Adams International Airport. That's according to Minister of Home Affairs and Information Wilfred Abrahams, who says Barbados is pleased to host a new hub which is described as a game changer in the region's emergency response mechanism. Minister Abrahams also says he's relieved the hub is based in Barbados. CBC News has more.
As the Minister for Home Affairs, I approach the hurricane season with some degree of trepidation, because we can't control what happens. I hope that nothing happens for Barbados, but in the event that it does, we have within our own country the ability to store large amounts of relief supplies. I'm not just talking foodstuffs, I'm talking generators, I'm talking big bulky items that we actually have nowhere else to store them. And it doesn't just affect us because of our geographical location, and that's why we were chosen, because of our geographical location. Anything affecting the rest of the Caribbean has to pass Barbados first. So a hurricane is going to come our direction and then drift westerly. So relief supplies can follow the event. I think it is a massive undertaking. I want to thank all those who are involved. I want to thank the World Food Programme, the government of Canada, the government of the US, SEDIMA, the UN, the Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints. I want to thank all who were involved for what it took to see this from conception to completion. The structure is up, the building is secure, it is ready, right? We now just have to fill it. But once filled and it serves its purpose, Barbados can only benefit, as can the rest of the Caribbean.
Not barred from leaving the country, Azruddin Mohammed charged in $383 million tax evasion case while claiming presidential link in Lamborghini scandal. Details in this HGP Nightly News item with Tiana Cole.
I have proof where Irfan Ali facilitated and assisted with the clearance of the Lamborghini. I'm waiting for him to say that that is a lie. And trust me, anytime he comes out and says it's a lie, I'll show the whole country how dishonorable he is.
That was presidential hopeful billionaire businessman 39-year-old Azruddin Mohammed, moments after exiting the courtroom, where he was slapped with 2 charges in relation to tax evasion brought by the Guyana Revenue Authority, GRA. Mohammed appeared before Acting Chief Magistrate Faith McGusty in the Georgetown Magistrates Court on Thursday. The first charge read that on or about December 7, 2020, at Lot 201 Camp Street, he caused and subscribed to a false declaration to GRA regarding a 2020 Lamborghini Roadster. It is alleged that the amount submitted to GRA was $75,300 instead of the true purchase price of $695,000. The second charge alleged that on the same date and at the same address, Mohammed's actions resulted in the GRA being denied $383 million Ghana in customs duties. Mohammed pleaded not guilty to the charges when they were read to him. He is being represented by attorneys at law Damien De Silva, Darren Wade, and Sayan Durjan, while the GRA is being represented by Sanjeev Dattadin. Magistrate Magusti, after listening to both sides, granted bail in the sum of $500,000 and instructed Mohammed to return to court on June 26, 2025. The magistrate made no order barring him from leaving the jurisdiction. Outside the courtroom, two of Mohammed's attorneys spoke with the media. Attorney Darren Wade stated that summary matters should be instituted within 6 months of the alleged offenses. He pointed out that the charges read to his client stated that the alleged offenses occurred in 2020, which is far beyond the 6-month statutory period.
These charges are bad in law. It is very clear in magistrate is a creature of statute, and these charges ought not to be instituted or not have been instituted.
Meanwhile, Attorney Damien De Silva stated that he believes the charges are quote-unquote dead due to the expiration of the statutory period. He added that the defense will now present submissions to prove the magistrate's court lacks jurisdiction to hear the matter. Tianako reporting for the HGP 93 News.
Over 200 illegal firearms intercepted at Jamaica's port. Anthony Lugg of TVJ News reports.
After 2 days of counting following a major gun seizure at a warehouse along Industrial Terrace in Kingston, an update from the National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang at a post-cabinet press briefing.
The shipment, there were 233 firearms. That is more than a company. That can equip more than a company of soldiers. That going on the streets is designed to create mayhem.
The weapons include 74 rifles, 159 handguns, and more than 50,000 rounds of ammunition. The authorities were tight-lipped about where the shipment was heading, arguing that the investigations are at a delicate stage. For his part, Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the seizure is a testament to the improvement in partnerships, scanning technology, and investment. Dr. Holness also issued this warning to those involved.
To our Jamaicans overseas and those who are here collaborating in the importation of illegal weapons. We will find them and we will find you. And I believe that this point must be driven home to all those who are of a criminal intent. We will meet your persistence with our commitment. We will strengthen our intention with even greater investment. We will overcome organized criminal enterprises in Jamaica.
The seizure comes at a time when the country continues to see a decline in murders. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake says it's one of the largest shipments in the country's history. He's adamant that the police will not let up.
So far this year, although only 5 months in the year, we are 83% of the total figure for last year. And these are not only by large seizures like this. This is actually police facing people in the communities and disarming gang members in communities. And so the work, these are the manifestation of what is happening by our men and women out there on the street.
Anthony Lugg, TVJ News.
I am Eddie Frederick. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean. In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillian Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's a service guarantee. We look after all our friends. family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.